Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'll be showing you guys how to make a Easter cake roll paper squishy, including packaging. So if you're interested in learning how to, then make sure to keep on watching. Anyways, let's just get started. The materials you'll be needing to make this craft is some paper, at least around 4 pieces is the amount I would get to be safe, a plastic bag, any coloring materials, some tape, toy stuffing, and lastly, a pair of scissors. To start, take a piece of paper and fold it in half. With your folded piece of paper, you're going to be drawing the size of the cake roll you'll be making, and I would suggest getting your plastic bag out to compare the sizing to make sure it'll actually fit in the bag. But as long as you make it a little bit smaller than this paper, then you should be good. Now color in your design as you would like, or you could copy my design that I'll be showing you guys. If you want to copy my design, here's a close-up of what I did. I basically just added some confetti and the white frosting in the middle, and I made some of them shaped as bunnies, and then the rest I just made pink. Moving on, take your tape and cover your design to basically laminate the whole thing, and then you're going to cut your design out. Once you've cut out your paper, you should have 2 identical shaped pieces, and one of them is white. So take the back of it, and this step is optional, but I will be coloring it. Now take your tape again and laminate your back piece. Now you should have 2 pieces of paper that are either colored or that one isn't, but you're going to set those aside and take another paper, and you're going to be making the outer edge of your squishy to actually make it 3D. To do this, you'll take your paper and you're going to take whatever color you want. I'm just going to be using the same color that I used for my cake roll. And you're gonna make a strip of however thick you want, and that'll be the outer edge. I'm gonna be making mine about 2 or 2.5 inches thick, maybe not even, probably like 2 inches thick. I'm not actually gonna be using a ruler to do this. I'm just gonna be freehanding it, but of course you can use a ruler if you want. On the other side of my strip I just made, I'm going to be making another mini strip on this side, just so I don't run out of my strip while I'm taping my squishy. Ignore this piece I made, but anyways, what you're going to be doing next is basically laminating your strips like you did with your first 2 pieces. Now cut out your 2 strips of paper. If you made an extra piece, to make sure that you have enough of the strip to actually go around your whole paper squishy, then you're now going to take a piece of tape and just connect the 2 pieces. And mine are not even sizes, so I'm going to be adjusting them and cutting them so that they're even. With your strip of paper and your 2 sides, you're going to now start to assemble them. And to do this, I'm going to start with the front of my squishy and take my strip and my scissors and my tape. Take a piece of tape and place it on the edge of your strip. And then take your scissors and cut a few slits, just like this. And then take your squishy and you're going to choose a side to start on. And then take your slits and just fold them over top of the front of your squishy. And you want to do this as tightly and securely as possible, just so you have no holes in your squishy so you can't see the stuffing. And it should look like that. And you're going to do that all the way around till you reach the edge. The point of creating those slits is to make taping the rounder parts of your squishy easier, so whenever you have a less round part of your squishy, you don't need to make as many slits. For the bottom of your cake roll, you don't need to make any slits at all since it should be a straight line. Now you should have something that looks like this. And by the way, if you had a little bit of extra on the end like I did, then just cut a little bit off and then seal the extra with tape. And that's how it turned out. But now you're going to move on to the next step, which you're going to need the back for. And you're basically doing the same thing with the edge by taking a piece of tape and cutting some slits in it, like this. And then you're going to take the back of your squishy and fold over the tape to connect the two. And this part is a little bit tedious and hard. And then you should have something that looks like this. And you're going to do that all the way around, but you're going to leave a little bit of a hole open that's big enough so you're able to stuff your stuffing inside. Now you should have the shape of a hollow cake roll, and you should have left a hole open. And now you're going to move on to take your stuffing and stuff it through the hole. When stuffing your squishy, make sure you put enough stuffing in the first time you have the hole open, or else it will be annoying to get it back open. Once you think you've added enough stuffing, go ahead and take your tape and close your hole shut. I ended up actually adding a little bit more stuffing, but here's how it turned out. And now let's get started with the packaging. For the packaging, I started by taking a piece of paper and drawing something that was kind of like the shape of a frame. And then I wrote Easter cake roll on top, and I drew some grass on the bottom, and then I colored the rest of the frame purple. I also drew this bunny and this Easter egg to add later on to my packaging. I then cut out my frame, and I also cut out the middle by just folding a little piece and then cutting through it. And I cut that square out, and I also cut my bunny and my Easter egg. Then I cut out a square out of my Ziploc bag that was a little bit bigger than the square I made on my frame. And then I got some pieces of tape and attached it to the back of my frame. Then I got a separate piece of paper and I made it the same size as my frame. And then I attached it with tape to my frame, but I left one hole open for my squishy to fit. Finally, I attached my bunny and my Easter egg. Once you've finished creating your packaging, it should look something like this. And then you're able to put your cake roll in. And there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and that you found it helpful. And if you want to see more videos like this, then make sure to like and subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!